Next up, we have the return. We have the return of Darren Till against Dricus Du Plessis. Darren Till 1-4 since the Woodley title shot. They rushed him, and it may have killed his career.
Yep.
His only win is a split over Gastelum,
which a lot of people thought he lost. I thought he won, but
I think that was close.
Yeah.
Gastelum's had a bad run. Yeah. Gastelum's so good though.
Yeah.
He was one round away from the title over Izzy.
That's crazy, man.
Jesus Christ. Okay, he's been subbed twice. He's been KO'd. This is we're talking Darren Till here. He's been subbed twice, KO'd by Masvidal, and beaten badly by Brunson.
Yep.
That he looked defeated there, didn't he?
That sub loss to
Brunson?
Oh yeah, it was Brunson.
Brunson, yeah. And just sat in the corner.
So easy, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I just said he's zero confidence. How do you think, obviously he seems to have been taking a bit of a backup role to Khamzat. Do you reckon that's good or bad?
I think it's great for Darren. I think it is, because he is going to learn so much from Khamzat in all the areas that he needs to improve on. Khamzat's one of the best.
But do you think Khamzat is teaching him though? I obviously don't know, I only see what gets put on social media. But to me, it seems like Darren Till, this is horrible for his confidence, because he is getting consistently taken down and beaten up.
Yeah.
And he's learned how to lose. And I don't know if Khamzat is the type of guy to really look at his teammates and go, oh, I'm going to help you out. I think Khamzat's in it for Khamzat.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
I think, this is my opinion, I think Khamzat is absolutely terrible for Darren Till. Jesus.
I don't know. The thing is, even if you are getting dominated by someone in, like, let's assume they're working on ground game, right?
Yeah.
And Khamzat's just dominated him every single time. That can still be so beneficial for Darren, you know, depending on how he learns things and what his mindset is. But you pick up, if you go against the best and you get your ass kicked every time, and then you go against someone who's not the best, your chances are you're probably going to dominate them because you've just been to the deepest water with someone else. So,
but if you're defending the whole time, you're not attacking.
That's a good point.
I can't imagine him being in like the power position against Khamzat.
Yeah. And actually, my friend Braden, who competed a couple of weeks ago, he said the exact same thing. Because I was saying at my old gym, I was pretty much only rolling with like a bunch of blue belts for a long time there, and a purple belt as well. And then the coach, who's a black belt now. Congratulations, Justin.
Well done, Justin.
Yeah. And, you know, I was saying to Braden, I think it's good, like long term, because, you know, you're rolling with people that are better than you, and you pick up on things, just like even like on a subconscious level, you just start doing things that they do.
Yeah.
But then Braden was like, I actually think it's helped me way more rolling with people that are at my level or worse, because my offense has just become so much better.
That's it.
I'm like, that's true. I didn't think about that.
If you can, that's good for confidence. And Darren Till seemed to have zero confidence.
Yeah.
And I think if he can be put up with some people who are on the same level, maybe a little bit worse, and then, just absolutely dominate them.
Yeah.
Even set him up to say, all right, you're going up against a black belt, and let him have a couple of wins on the sly. Got to have a mental game there.
Yeah.
Because how much attacking would he be doing against Khamzat? Zero.
That's true, yeah.
You'd just be defending everything.
Yeah.
And I think it's almost like he doesn't want to, like, because he almost didn't come out of that fight against Gastelum because he reckons
he was so nervous, yeah.
I'm thinking, has he fallen into that trap, which is a very dangerous place to be, is where you go, all right, I'll accept a loss as long as I don't get embarrassed.
Okay, yeah.
And I think maybe that's the path I could be wrong. I don't know what's going on. I'm only getting bits and pieces. But that's what I think is going to happen.
Yeah.
And I don't think Dricus, he's up against Dricus, who I don't think Dricus is going to try to take him down and get the win. Dricus is going to try to take his head off.
Yeah.
Dricus is a tough, he's a South African, and he's just an absolute madman.
Yep. I think, you know, another point is that if Darren has been working on his ground game with Khamzat, right? Let's say that's been happening. And then he comes into a fight with Dricus and he's trying to get Dricus down, who isn't bad on the ground. But then Dricus is, I feel like that's the perfect opportunity to not go to the ground with an opponent, because someone who's a blitz guy like Dricus, Till is a counterpuncher. You know, he fights best when he's going up against people that put the pressure on, and then he'll counter them. So, yeah, maybe working on the ground game for this fight in particular is not the best move. I don't know. This is going to be a good fight, but
Dricus opens himself up more than anyone. So I'm talking about top 20 fighters here. I don't see anyone that opens themselves up more to be countered than Dricus.
Yeah.
Dricus just runs in and just throwing everything.
Yeah. I also think Dricus, I know he won his last fight, but it was not an easy fight. I think he's the type of fighter to learn.
It's Tavares.
Yeah. I think he's the type of fighter to learn from his losses. His wins, but where he was bad, he'll learn from it. So I'm going to take him against Till. But, yeah.
I think Darren Till, I sound like I'm in bagging Darren Till here. I think Darren Till has the ability to be a top 5 fighter.
Yep.
I think he does. I think, just my opinion, I think working with Hamzat is terrible. I think this, and I hope I'm wrong, because I do like Darren Till, and I think he'd be great for the UFC in the UK.
Yeah.
I don't think that if Till gets done here badly and embarrassed, I'm not sure he'll fight again.
He needs to link up with Paddy Pimblett. That's where he needs to be training with Molly and Paddy. Just one big English team, one big English orgy. Just like,
jeez, don't talk about orgies. I'm still having flashbacks from that event I went to the other day. Jesus,
the listeners are going to be like, "What?"
Don't worry, I'll put a link in. No, I won't put.
If you know, you know.
I think Till has the ability to be a top 5 fighter, and he's very good, and his striking is unbelievable. And when he is confident, he doesn't care who he goes up against.
Yeah.
Look what he did against Cerrone.
Yeah.
And he put it to Woodley for the start. Went in there.
And he beat Wonderboy. Like,
questionable. That was very uneventful, that one.
Yeah.
The UFC rushed him, and I think that this is going to be not great. Like, you see a lot of fighters that come in and get rushed to a title shot because they want it, and then they lose, and then they drop their bundle.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Darren Till win this. I like Dricus as well. I think he's extremely good fighter.
Yep.
And I think he's underrated. It'd be good to have a South African person right up there winning. I think Darren Till is a better fighter, but I think he's purely confidence-based.
Yeah, yep.
If he's confident, remember Cerrone, what he did.
Yeah.
I mean, Cerrone, that's what the start of Cerrone's
decline.
Yeah, but he went in there and just didn't care.
Yep.
Just took it and just peppered him the whole way.
Yeah.
Dricus, 4 of his last 6 wins by KO. He's better on the ground. If I was Dricus, I would just be working on my ground game and nothing else. And I'm not even talking about fight to sub or to TKO.
Yep.
I would be
just dominate.
Just dominate. Just get him on top. Do not let him get up, and almost make him quit.
Yep. And
then win. Because for Dricus, this will put him. I reckon he'll be ranked after this, maybe 15 or 14. He's a fast opener. Both of these fighters I find very impatient, though.
Yeah.
That's where I just think that, I don't know, whether it's Dricus comes in and catches him like Masvidal did.
Yep.
Dricus does remind me a bit of Masvidal with how he comes in.
Really?
Yeah, just with those, you know how he runs in and blitzes?
Yeah.
The same thing that knocked out Darren Till.
That's true, yeah. And I remember Darren had him in trouble, like, in the first round.
Darren?
Yeah, had Masvidal in trouble originally.
Didn't it start with a groin kick? I did. It started, Masvidal ran out and groin strike, and then Till came back and dropped Masvidal straight away.
Yeah, and then Masvidal knocked him out with the 1-2.
I'm going to go, let's have a look at some odds here. Who do you reckon is going to be the favourite here?
Du Plessis.
Where are we? Darren Till. Du Plessis is $1.68.
Yep, that's good value. I'm taking it.
I'm going to go Darren Till.
Fair enough.
After I just wrote him off. I like both of these fighters. I think by the end of the walkout, I'll be able to tell you who's going to win the fight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They're those types of people, aren't they?
I don't know. I'm going to go Darren Till in this one. You're going to do Dricus Du Plessis.
Yeah, and you know, Darren has shown multiple times now, especially after the Kelvin fight, that it is a mental game for him, and he struggles with it. So, I'm way more inclined to go with Du Plessis.
What did bother me was how much, when Darren Till was talking about Khamzat, just saying how much Khamzat dominated him and how great he is, and you know, he had me doing this. I was thinking, you didn't say that. You actually just...
Well, I like that he tells the truth, you know? I reckon that's cool.
Yeah, but I just think that matching up with Khamzat is just a bad move. Yeah. Very bad move. Anyway, who we got next?